And good afternoon, teacher. Today I'm going to explain about Celac, that is the community of Latin American and Caribbean states. And first of all, we're gonna see a little bit of its history. And for me, this might be the most important part. I know that I will explain some others like functions and its uh, organization later, but this for me is the most important part because it it starts with why this was created. The community of Latin American and Caribbean states Celac is an intergovernment mechanism for dialogue and political agreement, which includes permanently 33 countries that we're gonna see later in Latin America and the Caribbean. Now, this is very important because it brings together all of Latin American and Caribbean countries. It adds up to an Latin America already have multiple like conventions and agreement that involves, mostly involve United States and Canada. This is a major difference with this one because it doesn't involve United States and it doesn't involve Canada. And for this, there's a very important reason that it settles the state that we as Latin America can solve our problems and can work through progress without the help of these huge potential countries. And now we do need them, but we shouldn't just depend on them. And that's one of the reasons that this organization has been created. And also it was created with a commitment to advance to the gradual progress of the regional integration. Now, regional integration for this progress that I'm talking about is really important because without it, it cannot be done. Because we need to come together as a region to be able to go forward to the multiple problems that we also that we have in our daily basis, our environment, our criminality, and our huge indices of violence are some of the problems that we need to resolve. And one state, one country can't just simply do it alone, and it helps. And for that help, this was created. Most exactly, it was created on December 2011 and has helped to deepen respectful dialogue among all countries in the region. As we will see, also dialogue is a really important state of this Celac. Is one of the most important things that they do. They promote dialogue, and with dialogue, it tries to resolve all the problems that I'm talking about. Now, the organizational structure. Like every organization, this one has an executive board with a president, a vice president, and a director. Now, there you can see the name there, and you may be wondering why I don't explain a little bit more, like a photo of each of them. Well, first of all, because they are a lot, and the most important, obviously, is the president of the board, Orlando Santana. But for me, yes, all these people are important because they kind of are the ones who see and manage the organization and the paperwork, you know, mostly they handle the paperwork if you want to put it into that word. But for me, the most important things are the member countries, all Latin America and Caribbean. There are 33 of them. And here for a little of geography class, geography 101, we can see the Latin American map, exactly, beginning from Mexico. That I know it doesn't really appear, but there it is, at least the name. And there you go down all Central America and all South America. And here in the Caribbean, I actually learned with this assignment the name of these little islands that are beneath St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dominican Barbados, and Antigua and Barbuda. All of them, I didn't know them before. I learned of them because of this, and I learned that they are all part of this organization, and they're all important members because every little work adds up. Now, talking about the goals, we can see that after 2 years of work, that Celac has encouraged Latin American and Caribbean vision itself as a community of nations, capable of dialogue and consensus building on issues of common interest. Now, this is what I've been talking about for all the past minutes, that common interest, that we need to work towards it and to find ways that we can all, well, accomplish our own goals at the same way that we can accomplish the community and help each other accomplish each goals. And and as it says here, the Celac is a unified voice of the region on issues of consensus. That unified voice, that term right there is really important because it's the whole purpose of this dialogue, unification, the unified voice. And also, well, it backs political, economic, social, and cultural integration, everything that involves towards to, well, a step forward to progress that it needs to be resolved, needs to be better, our political system, economic, social, and cultural integration. As it said, advance as a method to advance on self-welfare. Now, let's talk about future goals. Yes, as we already saw that it has made, provide a unified voice for all Latin America, that they can come together in dialogue about the problems and how to resolve it. But how about future goals? Well, as we can see here, that Celac has yet to create institutions like those within Mercosur or the OLAS. Cuban political analyst Arturo Lopez actually well pointed this out and lacking formal institution. Now, formal institutions for these kind of purposes that we want to accomplish are very important because without them it's really more difficult, mostly because I think that the work is less distributed in this manner. So that the consequence of that is that a single organization has to handle everything, and it makes everything really slow. It makes progress will be even more difficult to accomplish. And that's one of the, if not the main future goal that I can say, then that I can analyze of Celac as towards the future. Finally, it functions. Well, I know this is going to sound really repetitive, but the function is facilitated to act as a spokesman, that unifies voice that I already mentioned before. It's its function, it's its goal, it's its everything. And I think because of the that of how Celac's worth of what it is, its essence, it's really difficult not to sound repetitive with this because well, it is what it is. It is what it do, and it's his ultimate goal. And as I said, now this includes a Celac dialogue with the European Union, China, the Russian Federation, Republic of Korea, and Cooperation Council of Arab State of the Gulf, Turkey, and Japan. Now, its function also, as it says here, that is to be able to work with all of them. Yes, we need to work together, but we also need to work with the world. And, well, in little words, that is everything that Celac do. And I hope you like it. And thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.